Okay, there's another eBay part, expensive one. Left cases with numbers on them are expensive, even when they're nasty looking like this. So this got a little corrosion going here, so that would be a little bit of a gasket sealing issue through there. Other than that, though, it's not too bad. It's really deep through here, though. Yeah, my fingers picking away. It's deep. Might be a little bit of an oil leak through there. Yeah, it's definitely. That's what happens when it sits in water and mud. You can tell that was against the ground. So that part was on the ground. Had a lot of water down in this area. Probably some grass and stuff was growing down there. And then you see up to about here it stops, because the vapor stops here and the liquid goes out. And this side here is just like light corrosion, no big deal, because it wasn't on the ground. So this is a 40 casting. That means it has the big flywheel in it. It also means it has a late style bearing in it, which is a roller bearing with an open hole in it. The earlier ones was closed hole, blind hole with a smaller roller bearing in it. Really difficult to do fitment wise. So this is the 40 and up case. I'm going to look to see what the VIN number is on it, or the secret number. And it's hard to read it. Somewhere there's a number. Don't know what it is. Got a broken mount in the front. That's a minor repair. When the front's broken off, it's no big deal. When it breaks out of the case, that's a problem. So these being broken in the front, no big deal. The back one's not broken. It's good. If you notice there's no big breather housing right here, that's because it's not an overhead valve motor. It is a flathead motor. So this is not a knucklehead case. This is a UL case. It's not a 45 case because they look different. They're smaller. So when you look at the big hole up here in the cylinder, if your hand will go through it, it is not a 45. It's a big twin. Alright, so this one here has got some weird numbers down there. It's hard to read. But I think it says 32 VL. Yeah, it's not a VL case. It's a overhead valve motor. I mean, it's a UL case. So it's got non-factory numbers in it. So my guess is during World War II, when you couldn't buy anything, and somebody blew up their VL motor because it's a piece of crap, and they wanted to go faster, they went ahead and swapped it out for a set of UL cases, and then they put their VL number up in here. That can very easily have happened, because back in the day, the dealership put the numbers on the cases, not Harley. So anyway, that's the that could be what happened. Could be something else. Who knows? Could be somebody wants to set a case and they ground the number off and put a VL number on it. And could be that too. Don't know. All I know is it is what it is. So for land speed racing, we have to have Harley cases. There's a bunch of Harley motors floating around. You can't see right now because they're all underneath boxes back there. So you buy junk motors and you make race bikes out of them. The street, they don't care. Racetrack, they do. So anyway, so this is a left case. I have right cases. Left cases are hard to get because they tend to be not around. People threw away the number side. Or they're so modified you can't use them for anything. Or they're completely blown in half. Got a lot of those too. So anyway, this one looks like it's in used condition. So I need to clean it up a little bit. There's your breather down here instead of being up here. Scraper. So it takes the same main bearings as a knucklehead and all that. But it's a different crank center line than a knucklehead, overhead. Flathead center lines and overhead valve center lines are different. That's the distance between the crank and the camshaft stuff on the other side. And the deck heights from here up to here is different. Similar but different. It's about 1/8 of an inch or so different. So anyway, I got a bunch of UL cylinders floating around. And there's one right there. See, these are 45 cylinders. See how small they are? These are big cylinders. See how big they are? Now this one here looks like a an old VL one because look how small the port is on that sucker. Right there. That's a sure sign of something weird. This one here looks more standardized. These ones here over here are easier to get to. So we use these. So 74 inch cylinder here. 74 has no fins here. 80 inch right there has fins on it, see? Other than that, they're the same. Okay, so this being the left side, and this being a front cylinder, means it goes on the front side of the deck. It's fun to do with a broken hand. There it goes. Appears to be a little bit of corrosion right there. There, see all that corrosion moving? There you go. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, we got halfway to a motor. We can do a 7480 combo. We can put that one on the other hole. That one is that's the front one over there too. But there's one next to it over there. That's might be a rear one. Or another front. It might be another front. That's another front. 80 inch front. What's that one down there? Another one. I don't know. Probably all the same. See how it works. You get all the same to one side. Anyway, there is part of making a motor. Collect enough junk parts, eventually you get something put together. That's how we do it around here. So now we're going to go ahead and clean that up, see what it looks like. I'll come back and we'll show you.